Why do you think that you can't do something? What is it that we are automatically assuming when something comes up that we think, I can't do that, or we can't do that, or that's never going to happen? What is it? Is it the way that you were raised? Is it the way that we're born? Is it natural? Is it something that you're surrounding yourself with? What is the reason? Whatever the reason is, why don't we stop? Let's stop. Let's change our way of thinking. Why don't we start to think, yes, I can. I know I can. Or maybe if it's difficult, how can we? Or how can I? Our minds are immediately going towards negative and towards something that is unhealthy if you think about it. Because what does negativity do? It causes stress, right? It's causing stress, it's causing heartache and hardship. And what does stress cause? Now we're upset, and it causes turmoil, and you can't handle it. And next thing you know, you have a nervous breakdown. Okay, well, maybe not that far, but it's true, it happens. Why is it that whenever we want to do something, our first thought is, oh, I can't do it? Let's not think that way. Let's start to think positively. There's so much negative in this world right now. There's so much going on that we can't even handle it. We are literally overwhelmed with negativity. Do you ever find yourself that when you let's say you're an expert in your field, you could be a master in your field. Now, if you look in the dictionary, what is a master in your field? That's actually someone who has spent hundreds of thousands of hours. I believe it's 100,000 hours specifically on that one topic. Now you are considered a master in your field. You could be a master in your field, and you try to teach that and try to tell somebody that, but someone's going to tell you you can't, or someone's going to tell you you're wrong. Have you ever noticed that it's people that are closest to you? It's usually your own family members, right? Why is that? I don't know. I'm guilty of it. You're probably guilty of it too, right? Somebody that is closest to us. For me, for example, I can tell you of plenty of examples of people that I've wrote meal plans for. Not only have I wrote them a meal plan for, but I've done it countless times, and they don't end up following it. And then the next thing I know, I see them on a completely different fad or whatever it is that suits them, because they don't want to respect what I say, but they want something else to work. Now, I don't even know why that is, but I'm sure that's happened to you. It's people that are closest to you that are going to tell you that you can't. But guess what? You can. You are limitless. You can do anything you put your mind to. All right? If anything, I hope to be a walking example for that. Now, I'm not trying to toot my own horn by any means. If anything, I'm trying to show you that we are limitless. The only limits that you set in your life are in your own mind. Someone once told me, I'm not going to be a Marine. I'll never make it through boot camp because I can't listen to direction. Guess what? I did. And not only did I make it through, but I was the #1 graduate. I was the honor graduate in my class, okay? From there to boxing, to bodybuilding, to being a door gunner, I had so many people tell me I can't, and I said, watch me. Like I said, I don't want to sit here and talk about myself as if I'm great. I'm not. I am your normal person. I am just like you, okay? But the difference between me and someone who can't is my mindset. Nothing's going to stop me, and nothing should stop you either, all right? I know someone who, they went through a hard time. They went through a rough time. And they had 3 kids. They had no one to depend on. They had nothing, no college degree, and no job. When I asked them, when I talked about this story with them, I asked them, how did you pay for food? How did you survive? How did you live? Their response was, well, I had no choice. What if that was our mindset for everything we tackle? I have no choice. What if I want to make $1 million this year? Well, I have no choice. Whoa. Is that the right mindset to have? I don't know. But try that. Try that. Think about that. And don't let people discourage you. Don't let somebody who is closest to you tell you that you can't, because they're the first people to do it. I know I'm guilty of that, and you're probably guilty of that too. For example, I've had a lot of different trainers in my life. I didn't just become a trainer or become a coach. I had coaching and training myself. But when I have a trainer and I get used to them and I get comfortable with them, I find myself starting to say, like, I don't have to listen to them, or I know better than what they are, but I don't. I have to stop. I have to stop my mindset. I have to realize and come back to the fact that they are the expert. They know more than me. And just because I'm comfortable with them doesn't mean that I have the right to stop and say, you don't know what you're talking about. Let me ask you this. How many of you have kids? Do you have children? What do you tell them? You can do anything you put your mind to, right? You can become anyone you want to be when you grow up. That's true. But how are you going to tell them that if you're not chasing your own dreams? How are you going to facilitate the household and the lifestyle of chasing your dreams, of becoming anything that you want to become without doing it yourself? You have to set the example. I am here to say you are limitless. You can do anything you put your mind to. If you've never heard of this before, it is called the law of attraction. We literally attract into our lives what we think about, okay? You know what I tell my clients all the time? If we're going through a hard workout, whatever you're thinking, you're usually right. If you're going through this workout and you're thinking, man, these burpees are tough, I can't do them. Guess what? You can't. But if you stop and you change your mindset and you realize, man, I can do this. I can do anything I put my mind to. You can. You can do it and you will do it. And you're going to prove to yourself and everyone around you. And you're probably going to motivate somebody else and bring them up with you. So instead of bringing yourself down, instead of bringing others down, why don't you stop your mindset, stop where you are and bring yourself up, because you're going to bring up others with you. And there's nothing more gratifying than that. There's no better feeling in this world than bringing someone else up, than motivating them and showing them that they can. But it starts with yourself. You have to be able to do this first. You don't want to listen to me. You don't have to. You can continue living the life the way that you want. You can continue doing whatever it is that you want to do, and you're probably wonderful. You're probably wonderful at what it is that you do, but can you get better? Can you take yourself to the next level? Can you take those around you to the next level? And you don't have to listen to me, but I'll tell you what. Your life is as large as the box that you allow yourself to live in. What choice are you going to make today?